Hey, good morning everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. This is Poonam Avasthi, your SST teacher. Beta, today in this part of Tribal Communities chapter, we are going to study how did the British rule affect the tribals. Okay, so we are going to study about the British rule and their policies and how did the British rule affect the tribals. Fine. And at the end of the video, you would be getting a home task. Do that home task positively in the notebook. In case of any doubt, you know what to do. You can pen down your queries and we can discuss all of your queries in the upcoming online class. And you can also contact me through comment box. Okay. So let's begin today's concept. How did the British rule affect the tribals? In this part of Tribal Communities chapter, we are going to study that how did the British rule affect the tribals. The British colonial rule had a tremendous impact on the peaceful life of the tribal communities. As we have studied that the tribals preferred to live in isolation and did not encourage outsiders into their community. But the British rule led to many changes in the tribal setup. It led to the end of their isolation and peaceful life. Tribals were deprived of their means of livelihood and they were forced to adopt a new lifestyle. Now, let's discuss problems of tribal communities against the British one by one. Tribals dispossessed of their land. The land settlement policy of the British adversely affected the traditional structure of the tribals and created a lot of unrest in their societies. The company took over land cultivated by the tribals. The landless tribals became wage laborers and they were forced to grow cash crops. This we have also seen in the chapter Life in the Rural Areas that the British company encouraged cultivation of cash crops, and we have also studied about the problems of indigo cultivators. Here also these tribals were paid low wages. This all created lot of disturbance in the tribal communities. High revenue demand. As we have already studied in the previous chapter that Britishers were very strict about revenue collection. The revenue was fixed and very high. In order to attain revenue, the British company did not deprive all tribal groups of their land. Some groups were allowed to retain their land but on the condition that they would pay revenue to the British. So, the revenue was fixed and very high. The method of collection was also strict. In case the tribals were unable to pay, they were evicted from their land. Because of this, they were pushed into forced labor. Settled agriculture. Now let's discuss what happened to shifting cultivators or jhum cultivators. First of all, the Britishers were not in favor of those tribal groups who moved from one place to another, who did not have a fixed home. They wanted the tribal groups to settle down. The reason was very obvious. The British thought that the settled tribes would be easy to control and monitor, and they wanted a regular revenue source. So, the company forced many tribals to settle down permanently at one place and pay a fixed revenue to the company. Changes in forest laws. As we have studied that tribals were also known as the people of the forest. Life of the tribal people was directly connected to the forest, so any change in the forest law had great effect on the tribal communities. Now, the British extended their control over the forest and declared forest as a state property. Many restrictions were put on the collection of the forest produce, on practicing shifting cultivation, on cutting trees, on hunting, and so on. In some parts, tribals were not even allowed to stay in the forest. This changed the entire lifestyle of the tribals and created a lot of disturbance for the tribal groups since they considered the forest and all its produce as belonging to them. Role of traders and moneylenders. The tribals were largely self-sufficient, but for some things they had to depend on outsiders. The traders charged very high price for the goods they sold to the tribals. The tribals often had to take short-term loans from moneylenders who charged a very high rate of interest from the illiterate tribals. So, the tribals were often caught in the cycle of debt. What is debt? Debt is an amount of money borrowed by one party from another. Role of Christian missionaries. The activities of the Christian missionaries were also objected by some tribal societies. The interference of the Christian missionaries in the social and religious life of the tribals also added to their misery. The tribals looked upon them as a threat to their religion. Now, very important, tribal chiefs. Let's understand the condition of tribal chiefs before and during the British rule. Before the British rule, the tribal chiefs were people of importance. They enjoyed a certain amount of economic power. They owned the right to administer and control territories. In certain cases, they even had their own police. They decided on the local rules of land and forest management. During the British rule, functions and powers of the chiefs changed. They lost their former importance and administrative power. They were forced to follow the laws introduced by the British. They had to pay tribute to the British, and they became only the agent of the British. So, before the arrival of the British, the tribal chiefs enjoyed a lot of power. Under the British, they lost all their authority and became only the agent of the British. So, today we have studied the problems of the tribals against the British and how did the British rule affect the tribals. I hope the problems of the tribal communities are very clear to you. Now look at today's home task. There are only 3 questions related to today's topic. Do this home task positively in the notebooks. And yes, you all know what to do in case of any query or doubt. Feel free to write in the comment box or pen down all the doubts and ask in the upcoming online class. This is it in today's concept. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning.